Alright guys, welcome to the stream. I'm Dean and I'm going to be your caster for this matchup. We should have a pretty decent one coming up. We get to see Wind and Rain, the UK team, take on aTTaX. Of course, the German side with the Danish AGL. And it will be aTTaX that claim the knife front, so they'll have the decision about which side they want to begin on. CT side indeed, it is going to be. And here we go. We are going to be getting live into the action. ECFN is the man that picks himself up with a fuse kit and a smoke. Over on the T side, actually, a Zeus for Link. I'm guessing that was a misbuy. Okay, he goes for a Zeus and a CZ. Yeah, that must have been a misbuy. Cray as well as Astro pick up some utility in terms of a smoke, a flash, and a nade. So it looks like we are going to see an execute immediately towards this A bomb site. And let's see how this is going to work out. Interesting smoke by Astro. Middle of site one, and also one for deep jungle, I believe that was. Actually rather towards the steps, and nice find by Keto, but he will instantly be traded out by Frey, who's actually able to find himself a double kill. ECFN with a couple nice shots, gets himself the triple quad kill, looking very possible, but Astro trades it back. But he's left all alone now in a 1-on-2. As it's going to be a difficult one. He has a good bit of time to work with, which is a positive. He'll be just, for the moment at least, wrapping back through T-spawn. And in 10 seconds, so he can try and come in from a new position and hope that his opponents don't really know where from. There we go, Astro committing to the B-bomb site. His footsteps should be heard, but with the close player being an underpass, actually I'd say there is a pretty good chance for him at least getting this bomb plant. Yeah, he is going to definitely get the bomb plant as long as he sticks it. So extra $800 being found for Wind and Rain that it didn't really look like they were going to get a couple of moments ago, so that is a decent find indeed. Still a chance, of course, for the 1v2 also to come in. Saracen actually now has himself that Zeus picked up off the body of, I believe it was Link. But yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, Stefan doesn't actually spot out the head at the first chance, but we'll be able to find it afterwards. Sees him peeking over the bench, and it will be the pistol round to go in favour of aTTaX. But as I said, at least the bomb plant comes in. Interestingly enough, the T-side actually decided to go for the force buy, so I guess this is a pretty good idea. They're able to get themselves a few rifles out. Dances and Cray are going to have those. Frey and Astro had to give up their Kevlar in order to drop the AK, so they'll just have Deagles that were dropped back in return. Cray, ooh, good chance for the opening kill. We'll actually be able to find that onto ECFN. And now, Wind and Rain committing to this A-bomb site. There's a player up on top of the palace. There's a player also over towards the steps, and two also now just beginning to rotate. So a good chance if they clear these positions correctly, but it's not being cleared currently. Such a good chance for the player up on balcony. That's Keto, able to find one. Will be traded back out by Dances, who gets himself a second headshot into Saracen. And now a two-man advantage for the T-side with the HP. It's not really amazing. They need to be careful. The first nade goes in from Hunden. He will be successful in its attempt to claim a life. That's now a 2-on-3. Still very winnable. Currently don't have a defuse kit in their possession though. Let's see if they're going to be able to pick one up at any point. Cray in a good spot to try and hold this cross. Spots at the head of the first player and actually does eventually manage to hit that one as he does damage onto Stefan as well. Doesn't finish him off, but now a good position for Link and Dances to try and close it. As I mentioned, also no defuse kit, which is going to be extremely awkward. Yeah, and you can see already beginning to back off, just looking to try and save this one. Really good force buy Wind and Rain. Works out perfectly. Force buy coming in by aTTaX though, so they aren't looking to try and give this one up. They want to try and come straight back in with a force buy of their own. Wind and Rain playing it fairly safe. They have a couple of SMGs to just go first, scout out this B-bomb site, which is most likely going to work out quite well. As we can see anyway, aTTaX, they've gone for a bit of a gamble. They're stacked mostly towards mid and connector. One player now being able to get out onto the bomb site, that's Hunden. He has a good chance of maybe finding 1 or 2 kills, but as we can see, Link is going to be the first one to open this up. The Deagle returns 1, but actually gets a second now. Saracen able to drop the bomb over towards short as well. This could get really awkward. Also Stefan on the flank now. This is looking pretty good for alternate attacks, all things considered. Look at the HP on the Astro. It's not great. Cray as well. But with these players only working with Mac 10s now, and Keto able to even retrieve himself one of those AK-47s. More damage being connected now onto Cray. Down to 41. The T side, they're going to have trouble retrieving this bomb, and Stefan gets himself the kill. Astro in a very difficult situation now. 1v2. Mac 10 is all he has. The bomb dropped in a position that's going to really expose him once he tries to actually go and try and retrieve that. So Astro, he's trying his best to force the one-on-one. Maybe able to find the flank on the Keto. Still has a bit of time to work with, but no, he goes back out instead. Gets the first kill either way. Stefan with the AK though. He's going to be posted up on this position, and he does find the kill. So alternate attacks, they instantly return it with a force buy of their own. Full eco now coming in by the T side, other than a couple of pistols of course being upgraded. That will be it. Keto actually looking to try and get aggressive. I presume he's going to get flashed up by a teammate. That should put him in with a pretty good opportunity to try and get a few kills. And there we go, he takes the fight, does get the first, needs to be careful as he does get returned by Astro with the Glock, but he did have support also from Connector and, or rather, Window in short. Frey boosted up. Oh, he doesn't actually manage to get up in time. He's not aware that the player's gone through the hole either, through the murder hole back in the CT spawn. Blink. Nice find. Able to take down Stefan, who got aggressive up on top of the rock. So 3-on-3. Either way, very little investment was put into this round by the T side. So every kill they get is going to be a bit of a bonus, just causing more damage to the economy of alternate. So if they can try and get one more kill at least, that would be ideal. That then put them in with a pretty decent chance of actually trying to win this round. Cray has a FAMAS. Only problem is no Kevlar into any of these players, so aim punch is going to be a bit of a factor. Bomb still towards top mid. They need to make a decision soon about where they want to bring this one, and you can see ECFN actually getting aggressive. He's able to spot out that there's no one on ramp now. Second player goes over to assist B with the op, and let's see where the T's decide to go finally. Timing doesn't really work out for Frey. Saracen looks back and finds himself the kill, and the A-bomb site at the moment is going to be basically completely open other than ECFN, who's on ramp. Once he hears that bomb plant trying to come in, he would most likely be able to peek out and stop it depending on the position it's being put towards. So let's see how this is going to work out in ECFN. Yeah, such a great position. Takes down Link, but now his spot is known at least. Cray perhaps can look for a safe position to try and just plant this bomb and get the extra money to work with. Oh, and it will be denied. Nice work by ECFN. This is the first full buy versus full buy we've seen yet, so let's see how this one goes. This should be good. Nice open and find by Saracen though through the smoke, just spamming away, gets himself a kill. And it looks like because of that, Wind and Rain are just going to immediately try and commit to this A-bomb site. A player underneath Palace who's yet to be spotted. Cray gets taken down. Link does at least drop Keto, but the kill's still going heavily in favour of the CT side. Link extremely low. Astro going to get taken down over towards Connector. Now Link with 2 kills has to try and get the ace clutch if he wants to take this round for his team. Bomb plant, it's likely, but there is also utility still available. 2 Molotovs that can be put down towards this position, and they should be indeed. Flash goes down. They know he's still on default as well. That makes this even more difficult. Receiving more damage. The Molotov now goes down, and yeah, he's completely fucked. Wind and Rain building up some money bonus at least now. 3 in a row. They'll be getting themselves 2,900 in the next round, so they're able to put some sort of investment into this one. An AK, CZs. Let's see what damage can be done at least. Keep the economy for alternate attacks low and Just keep it modest so that they're going to be able to break their economy and force an eco, because that's when you start really being able to build up momentum on the T side. But not a good start. The one rifle that was brought into this round already going to be dropped. Stefan up close, just going to mow them down as they come through the smoke. But Cray with the CZ at least gets himself a quick headshot. Gives a chance perhaps for them to try and get out of the apartments, but at this point it's not really seeming very likely, rather. Saracen gets himself one, and Link now is the last man standing. Desperately wants to try and get something done here, but the chance of him actually being able to get it is just very, very slim. And Keto finds that kill, so 5-1 now for alternate attacks. Wind and Rain, they can buy into this round most likely. Dancy's though is a bit low on money, interestingly enough. Should be getting back into this in just a moment, I would presume. Not sure how long the pauses can be on ESEA actually, so hopefully it's not too long. The boys coming out though. As we said, one player was looking a little bit low. That was Dancy's. I think Astro actually dropped him over the AK, so the IGL won the sacrifice to make sure his teammates have everything to work with instead. Pretty decent economy, I guess, built up for alternate attacks, but Stefan's still going to have to go ahead and invest a bit more into this round in terms of the utility, so they'll have enough left over for one buy. Wind and Rain, if they can take this round and then the one that follows it, they will be putting themselves into a pretty good position. 10-minute pauses, or is it different in MDL? Honestly, I'm not sure. Alright, we're back into the action. Let's see if Wind and Rain are going to be able to step it up now with the rifles. We've only seen them win the one round so far. That was the one that followed the pistol when they had those two AKs bought up. I believe Astro and Frey dropped them over to Cray and Dancy's, and it worked out for them. So let's see now what they can do once they have the 4 AKs, the 1 Galil, and also enough utility to work with in order to try and put together an execute towards this A bomb site. It seems more likely actually that they might once again just try and pile out a palace. Didn't work for them in the past. If they had been able to find that first kill, they would have been it would have been pretty good, but sadly just the player underneath balcony was able to just kind of hide for a while. Keto got most of the work done, and now there's a pretty good setup once again for the CT side, as it's just going to be all the kills done in favour of alternate attacks. As Astro and Frey now are the last two standing, making their way up through connector and ramp. 1 kill comes in for Astro, rather 2, but if he wants to take this round for his team, he has to pull off the ace clutch with a 1-on-3. Let's see if it's going to be possible. Keto and ECFN not looking super healthy. Saracen though, posted on the cross, so once Astro tries to push forward, he should be found from behind, but he manages to cross to the steps. Keto though with the AK, but the back is exposed rather, and he finds himself that kill. You think it's for one woman that pauses, but you can't remember. Alright man, hopefully. I'd say that was, yeah, that pause was probably about a minute, I'm not sure. I think it was maybe a little bit more than a minute though, so. Double op setup coming out for alternate attacks. This is something that I love to see. Stefan just as capable on the op probably as Saracen in my opinion. They play a bit of a different style, but he is also quite good with it. As Wind and Rain not able to buy into this round, will be just pistols and Kevlar, thanks to having the full money bonus built up at this point. $3,400 plus whatever they get for kills and bomb plants. And actually early on it's going to be a slight HP advantage for the T side to work with. ECFN taken down quite low. Nice kill by Frey. As the T is, let's see what they go for. If they're going to push together, if they're going to push rather, they need to do it together. We see one player jump through the jungle smoke, kind of a little bit Hail Mary. But it seems like overall Wind and Rain were going to focus their attention towards the CT spawn, which allows them to claim the man advantage, but it doesn't really last for too long. Important kill by Frey there to shut down Stefan in towards the CT spawn. So man advantage for Wind and Rain. They might be able to get themselves their second round onto the board, and once again with a weaker buy, as you can see, aTTaX are just going to go ahead, run away and save. So good work to pick that one up. Sirison, nice shot with the up, able to take that first kill onto Astro. aTTaX, if they take this round once again, they'll be able to break the economy of Wind and Rain. They have a bit though due to winning the half buy, but it's not really looking good into this one so far. The ops are going to open it up on mid and in the B apartments rather. So a 5-on-3 now in favour of the CT side, and oh, they almost line up for Stefan. He takes the one in the background somehow. Link falls, and now it's only Cray and Frey that remain. Looks like they will still commit to the B-bomb site. 3 players though in position to try and hold this one down. Not going to be an easy task by any means. As now they begin to move. Stefan with the up. The smoke goes down. Leaves a gap that he can just try and hold the corner of. Molotov may actually work against him. You can see it kind of obstructs the view. But Keto coming in from behind anyway. I'd say the best thing right now for Wind and Rain is that they get a couple of kills. But even then, that's not really looking likely. As Frey gets taken down. Frey last man standing, and finally the flank will pounce. Keto comes in and gets himself the backstab. Not literally. With the bullets instead. You spelled peak wrong, by the way. And once again, the opening kill goes in favour of Sirison. Over towards mid, this time from the window. The best Wind and Rain can hope for right now is really just a bomb plant. They're able to creep up connector, but they are going to be spotted out. Sirison with the op gets himself another. Sees a player creeping out towards Tetris, which will allow Keto to just peek with the AK. And now it's only Cray that remains. Coming in from ramp. I believe his footsteps should have been here just a moment ago. And he's likely not really going to survive for too much longer. 1 kill probably the best he can hope for at this point. And even then I don't think that's so likely. There we go, Keto finds it. Back onto the buy now though for Wind and Rain. And once again, Sirison with the op is going to be the one to open it up. Different positions each time as well. This time he decided to drop and take that peek into underpass, and he works out for him perfectly. aTTaX so far on the CT side looking quite dominant. They haven't actually lost the full gun round. Both rounds they lost were anti-ecos, so. And that run boost doesn't really work out either. Astro still has the opportunity for a kill though. Trades roughly evenly there with Hunden over towards short. He does come out a little bit on the worst side, but not by too much. more good kills coming in by aTTaX. Yeah, just not really much working so far in this T set for Wind and Rain. The only real things they've done have been the default for mid control, which is good, of course, but afterwards they've, well, even while going for that mid control, they seem to just get picked off one by one. They're not really smoking window either, which has been a bit of a problem. And a couple of times we've just seen them execute amazingly towards the A-bomb, execute immediately towards the A-bomb site rather, but didn't really work out either, so I'm not sure right now what they really need. I'd expect another pause to come in soon if they're allowed, I'm not sure. Oh, Stefan after time takes down Dancy's. That's the worst. He is literally $0. There's another pause coming in as well, as I would have expected. And yeah. Apologies if you can hear a kid in the background. Right now Ireland is experiencing a lot of snow. The country is basically shut down. Everyone's going mad. Every single shop is completely empty. There's no bread anywhere. And the internet, like all the Irish pages, are just full of memes about bread. Arma breading. And it's the most annoying thing ever. People have bought more bread than they could ever possibly eat before it expires. And it's ridiculous. No public transport or anything. It's so annoying. Wind and Rain once again. They are going to be going. Dancy's even after this round not really going to have the chance to get a full buy really. I'd say his teammates will be buying though. He'll likely be still going to pistol and Kevlar. Molotov and nade towards ramp. Frey, oh, he burns alive. The Molotov spread. And the T is just trying to pile out a palace to get this bomb plant. Not really going so well. Keto finds 2 before he falls, and then Hunden does the same. So 1 kill at least being found, but not ideal at this point. aTTaX already able to get themselves into double digits with the opportunity to try and increase that lead even further. But now the rifles do come back out mostly. Dancy's of course dying after time on that round before. It means that you won't really have too much to work with. Gets the D, gets Kevlar, and actually does get full utility, which is pretty good. Is WaR versus Godsend being streamed? I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel. I haven't eaten a single thing today, so I might just do one more match after this and then go. But if I can convince my my mum to make me a pizza, then I'll go ahead and stream another game. I'm snowed in right now, so I figured casting would be the only thing I can really do. Nice kills at least coming in by the D side this time on the entry. They're able to take a one-man advantage for themselves, and CFN, nice spray through the smoke to return some damage, but still for now the man advantage remains. But Sirison, expecting that flank to come in, takes down Dancy's. That's really good work. 3-on-3 now, HP advantage in favour of alternate attacks. The bomb yet to be planted. It is over towards the bomb site, but oh, this wall bang is just going to come in. There we go. Sirison connecting shots with this off all game so far. And Link now is the last man standing. A single point of HP, and he gets the first kill on the 1-on-3, but it's going to be very difficult now as he looks to try and wrap around and reposition himself perhaps from ramp instead. The bomb down on the site as well, so he doesn't really have the option to go back around towards B. Time getting low, he just has to try and push back towards this and try and win out the fights. Playing pretty passive right now about the CTs. They don't allow for the kill to come in, but they're also very split up. So if we see Link being able to win this first fight over towards A, that gives him a bit of a chance, but it's going to be quite difficult. The op just posted up on this position. Once he tries to cross to get the bomb, likely should be taken down. I don't know if they're aware how low his HP is, and it doesn't matter, the op hits it. Yeah, I haven't eaten a single thing today, so I'm starving. So eventually I'll have to stop casting games. Oh, Frey, okay. He comes up with a quick triple entry there. Frey able to find one also. It's the A's going big in this round. Stefan now the last man standing. Has an up, probably just going to want to go ahead and save that one. The CTs, they have... Okay, he doesn't really need to save actually, never mind. He can just go for damage. See if he can pull off an amazing 1 versus 4 clutch. Let's see. Here we go. Gets the first. Certainly doable, but very, very difficult. And Dancy's gets it, so good work into that round there by Wind and Rain to get themselves a third. If they can get up to 4, they'd still be in an okay position if they're able to take the second pistol round, so let's see what happens. Let's see. Full buy for both sides, of course. Let's see where this one's going to go. Ooh, nice angle by Dancy's, and it actually works out. Gets Stefan, who tried to get aggressive, and he was the sole defender on this B bomb site. Goes aggressive now, and because of that, Wind and Rain are just going to immediately commit towards the site. Frey, he knows there's a player on the other side of the smoke, I believe, and there you go. He spams through, takes down Hunden. And now it's a 2-man advantage for the T side with full control of the B bomb site. So a 4th round looking extremely likely for the UK side. Yeah, getting even more likely now as more kills come in. Frey is beginning to step it up. This is what we need. We need some players on the Wind and Rain side. If someone's a fan here of Wind and Rain, what you need is for their players to step it up. I'm not really familiar with who'll be their best players because I don't really follow UKCS very closely. Yeah, you need your players to step it up. It seems like they were getting kind of out-aimed for quite a while. What the hell? Did Astro just freeze in mid-air there? I don't think he was still on the thing. Alright, if they win this pistol now, they're in a good position. Utility for Hunden, the fuse kit for Astro, and also utility for Frey as well, so let's see what they're going to be doing with this. Seems like they are just going to be going for a fairly standard setup. 2 players towards A, 1 in window, 2 over towards the B bomb site also. Looks like it is going to be an A split coming in by aTTaX. Smoke towards deep jungle to allow for the players to come up connector. Some flashes go down as well. And aTTaX indeed are just going to try and swarm the bomb site. Let's see how this one works out. Stefan able to get a nice dink onto the player in the CT spawn, force him back. So the bomb site should be now free for the bomb plant to come in, and as you can see, that is indeed going to happen. Wind and Rain in a 5-on-5 retake with a slight HP disadvantage, but they still have 2 smokes to work with, so they can put those down to try and defuse and also block off one position. Nice kill by Hunden, able to shut down Cray. Smoking does go down on the bomb now, and Link able to find himself a nice little headshot as his kills are just going to be going in favour of the CT side, or at least they were for a couple of moments. The trades come back. Stefan takes 3, Keto takes himself 1, and aTTaX get themselves the 12-4 lead. Force buy, of course, coming in by Wind and Rain. Scout and some pistols to work with. Link with the dig. Goes aggressive. Does spot at 1 player, but doesn't really take the time to line up the shot. We'll connect it down to 57 for Hunden, but for now he remains alive. Nice headshot by Stefan. Takes down Dancy's as he tries to peek in towards mid. So man advantage going to be claimed now for aTTaX to work with. As Wind and Rain with the firepower and manpower disadvantage. Not in a good position. Looks like we may see the TS try and split towards the B bomb site, which could actually work out really good for Wind and Rain. They have players in some pretty decent positions to try and hold this one down. But Hunden finds the opening kill. Stefan able to trade that out as well as take down a teammate. Now it's going to be a 3-on-2. Only Frey and Cray remain. Frey up close on the truck is going to get taken down. As now it's all on to Cray coming in on the flank. If his teammate had managed to survive and maybe take one kill there, or even just take the one kill, then he would have been in with a bit of a chance to try and pull this off. But I don't think it's likely, as he walks straight into the crosshair of Keto. And a 13-4 lead is claimed for alternate attacks. Full eco now for Wind and Rain. Should be alternate attacks easily getting themselves a 14th round onto the board. And it is just going to be a cleanup by the UMP, it seems, for Saracen, which is ideal. The Op are able to get himself a lot of money. He swaps out to the USP, actually, and it gets a little bit closer, but he takes that kill either way. And it will indeed be alternate attacks getting themselves a 10-round lead. Potentially the last gun round now for Warren, for Wind and Rain rather, so they really need to pick this one up if they want to keep themselves in with a chance of trying to take this game. Let's see if it's going to work out. Right now it looks like T's are just going to be going for a bit of a fake towards the B bomb site, putting their presence back over towards A. At least the bomb on this side, just a bit of utility being used. I don't really think the CT should be falling for that one too much and rotating. Then again, they don't have a defuse cut either, so holding down this bomb site is going to be quite important. Retake will be very difficult without that kit, and also with very little utility left over. By the way, guys, I've decided to make this the last game I'm going to cast for tonight, so apologies. I removed it off the property game, my stream. But yeah, A bomb site, it is going to be under attack now. Cray, he's playing from underneath the balcony, has an M4 in position, in his hands, and he's in a pretty decent position to at least find one before being traded out. That season needs to be careful, but he goes ahead and takes down Stefan. And the trades are actually going to go in favour of the CT side right now. Saracen is the last man standing in a 1-on-3. As the Op is pushing forward to try and find the first player. Astra on the stairs. Could get caught off guard, and there we go. Saracen gets himself the opening kill. Frey coming in is going to be able to actually, no, actually it's Link instead, but he takes the initial attention. The boy is able to come out once again though for alternate attacks, so they have a pretty good one into this. We can see Saracen on mid getting aggressive with the Op looking to try and push up through short, try and find the opening kill. Let's see if it's going to work out. Oh, it does indeed. He takes down Astra over towards triple. Now it's a man advantage for alternate attacks. Not a good round for Wind and Rain to start off down with a man, down by a man rather. They get reset now. They're going to be really struggling into what could be the final round of the game. Let's see what the T's decide to take this. Credo, he got aggressive in towards the ramp. We can see the T's are going to be making their way back over to this side of the map. And he's in with a decent position to try and get a couple kills, but he's beginning to push forward, and I think he's going to walk straight into the crosshair of Keto. He does indeed, gets taken down, and now the A bomb site is just going to be up for the taking, rather. I'm so hungry right now, I'm stumbling my words, apologies, but yeah, let's see. The T is half utility, so they don't really need to move too fast. They have over a minute also to work with, so they can slow this down, make sure that they're able to actually capitalize on this advantage. Let's see if that's going to happen. Hairdryer? No, basically it's my PC just being super loud. My GPU is breaking. It's running at over 90 degrees. I'm getting a new one soon, hopefully. So the fans are just being super loud. But yeah, UCFN, he's going to lead the way out of ramp. You see Link, he's going to be the sole player here currently to try and hold this one down. Playing around the triple box, needs to come up absolutely massive right now to try and keep the dream alive. And he may be able to do so. He does actually peek out to find the first kill. Dancy gets that one, but it's the second to come in for Link eventually as Hunden gets one trade. And now it's Stefan in a 1-on-2. Good work by Wind and Rain to bring this back into their favour. They do have the Fuse kit as well. Link is low. The nade goes in. Stefan right now just going to be playing for time. He hasn't heard the defuse, but he has now. He peeks in, finds the first kill. And will he be able to find a second? It's behind the box, and no, it's actually going to come in. The CTs, they're able to take themselves another round. Oh, it wasn't planted for Stefan. It seemed like he thought it was. It definitely seemed like he thought it was planted for him there. A bit of a miscommunication perhaps by aTTaX. There's now aTTaX. They're still able to come into this one with a buy due to getting the plant, so let's see. It's not perfect. They are going to be working with a dig and a UMP, but they have an M4 and two AK-47s also to work with. And Link, he'll be the one to open this one up through the box. I thought mid takes down Hunden and claims the man advantage now for Wind and Rain to work with. Apologies, I wasn't speaking there because my PC is being super loud in the background, but nice work by Wind and Rain, getting themselves up to 7. aTTaX, their first buy not paying off, so a bit of a chance now for Wind and Rain to actually try and get themselves this comeback. Let's see if it's going to happen. aTTaX are going to be going for the eco, so it should be 8 now for Wind and Rain to work with. Once they reach double digits is maybe when aTTaX will start to get a bit worried. So let's see if they're going to be able to do so. Pistols, a chance to try and at least get some damage done in this round right now for the terrorist side. I guess they're aiming for a bomb plant as well. Looks like they're putting a lot of presence over towards the A bomb site. Stefan trying to get the opening pick with the dig, and he actually does so onto Dancy's. It's a really nice find. Keto as well, creeping up the connector. Oh, this is looking bad for Wind and Rain right now. The Deagles are doing so much damage, and Astra only finds one before falling to Hunden. Seriously, I don't really think that push was needed, but he's still going to be able to find the one for himself. Or rather, it's going to be one only found for Link Redder, so the one-man advantage now remains in favour of aTTaX, at least for the moment. Retake certainly doable, considering these players mostly don't have Kevlar. There is one lurking on mid who will be found, actually. ECFN falls to the fray. So now it's a 2-on-2. Hunden and Stefan have to try and clutch this one out for alternate attacks. Either way, it's been a good eco round for them. They've been able to get a lot of damage on a bomb plant. But of course, they want to try and get themselves up to map point right now. Stefan, oh, the M4 comes in clutch indeed as he gets himself the first kill. And now Link just trying to stick the defuse. Not going to work out. Map point for alternate attacks as they claim themselves an 8-round lead. And Wind and Rain lose against the eco. That's not good at all. You can see their economy now as well is looking really weak. So they are going to be going onto a force buy. Last chance for Wind and Rain right now. Need to take this one to keep themselves alive in this map. Let's see if it's going to be possible. Oh, boost. Nice. Frey able to find one. Not a boost you see too often. You can see that just was not expected at all. And Astra able to push in from behind. So it's actually not looking too bad right now for the CT side. Cray in a good position close to ramp as well. Two players looking to try and come up connector. So it looks like they may try and split towards this A bomb site. But the only problem is they can't really get the bomb right now. If Astro gets this kill from behind, then that's basically the round over and done with. Yeah, and there we go. That is indeed going to be Wind and Rain now, basically confirming themselves to get this and get up towards A. Saracen left on a 1-on-5. If you wanted any player in alternate attacks in this situation, it probably would be Saracen, but I don't really think he's going to be able to pull too much off. He has a decent amount of economy left, so if he saves, that would be ideal. He can drop over an AK to one of his teammates. They can get a bit of a buyout into the next one. Won't be perfect, but it'll still be pretty decent. Yeah, and alternate attacks they are indeed going to buy. As you can see, it is a pretty decent one. They're able to get the two rifles rather. The up also to work with, of course. That was saved over by Saracen. And 2 Desert Eagles with a decent amount of utility. So it's not a bad buy by any means. And he's still on the scout as well, so not perfect for the CT side either. Bit of damage early on now being put in roughly equally actually as Hunden and Astro are taken down to the mid-40s. Mid to low 40s rather. Show the scoreboard. Yeah, of course, apologies. I always forget to do that. See what alternate attacks decide to do now in this round. They still have a lot of time to work with. They have full mid control as well, so they could try split towards either bomb site. They could leave a lurk in connector, leave a lurk in the ladder room maybe. Well, right now at least they haven't really sent any players into any specific positions, but looks like they do want to try and work their way up short. The bomb also on the B side of the map indicates that we might be seeing a split towards the B bomb site, which could work out. I don't really think we've seen that coming in yet by alternate attacks. And with the setup currently as well for Wind and Rain, it's not really great to hold this one down. You can see currently on the bomb site itself is only Frey. Closest player to row in is Astro, who's in towards CT spawn. And there you go, opening kill comes in for Hunden. And that's going to be a great start now into this round for the T side. As Wind and Rain going to be left into a very difficult retake to try and keep themselves alive. Let's see if it's going to actually work out. Over towards mid right now. Seriously able to get himself some info as he spots out one player, but it will finally be Astro to return one rather into a 4-on-4. And now coming up short is going to be a fast play, but Saracen gets himself that kill once again. Astro, as he jumps out the window, if he goes for this, he's in a terrible position. Hunden just going to be playing up close with a player behind them, and there we go, all down to Cray in a 1-on-4 to keep them alive. He gets one, but Saracen up close is going to be able to find the kill, and alternate attacks do finally close this one out.